Hello students, welcome back. In today's video we are going to learn 7.3 and 7.4. 7.3 talks about languages and communication and 7.4 talks about Sufi and the state. Let's begin. Use of local languages by the Chishtis. Communication in people's language. The Chishti did not limit themselves to Arabic or Persian. Instead, in Delhi, they spoke Hindavi. What is Hindavi? Early form of Hindi and Urdu spoken by common people. By speaking Hindavi, they connected easily with the masses. They did not preach only to scholars, they spoke the language of ordinary people. This helped their silsila spread. What is silsila? Spiritual order or lineage. Now, Sufi poetry in regional languages. Some Sufi composed poetry in local languages. One important example is Baba Farid. His verses were later included in the Guru Granth Sahib. This shows shared devotional culture between communities. So Sufi's ideas became part of larger devotional traditions. Use of allegory in Sufi literature. Masnavis and Prem-Akhyan. What is this Masnavis and Prem-Akhyan? Masnavi meaning long narrative poem. Prem-Akhyan, Prem is love and Akhyan is again narrative or story. Some Sufis composed long narrative poem called Masnavis. These poems expressed divine love using human love as an allegory. Allegory, story with a deeper symbolic meaning. For example, Padmavat by Malik Muhammad Jaisi. This poem narrates the story of Padmini and Ratan Sen, king of Chittor, but their hardship symbolized the soul's journey towards God. So human love represented divine love. Performance of poetry in hospices. These poems were recited in Kanka, the Sufi hospice or monastery. They were performed during Sama. Sama is a spiritual musical gathering. So poetry and music became powerful teaching tools. Sufi poetry in the Deccan. Deccan is the southern part of India. Dakhani Sufi poetry. In Bijapur, a new poetic style developed in Dakhani. Dakhani is early form of Urdu used in the Deccan region. These were short poems written in the 17th and 18th century. Everyday context of poetry. These poems were likely sung by women while doing household work such as grinding grain, spinning thread. Other forms included Lurinama meaning lullaby songs, Shadinama meaning wedding songs. So Sufi ideas entered everyday life. Influence of Bhakti traditions. Sufi poetry was influenced by Bhakti traditions such as Vachanas. Vachanas are the Kannada devotional prose poems, Abhangs, Marathi devotional songs. Through these forms, Islam gradually spread into village. We are concluding 7.3. Let us summarize. Chishti used local languages, poetry and music made ideas accessible. Sufi literature blended Islamic mysticism with regional traditions. Now let's move on to Sufi and the state and we will understand their political positions. Chishti's attitude towards political power. Idea of austerity. Austerity, simple and disciplined way of life. So the Chishti valued austerity. They avoided direct involvement in politics. Limited interaction with rulers. However, they were not completely isolated. They accepted unsolicited gift, donation from rulers. Sultans established Akaf. Akaf is a charitable trust. Inam, they are tax-free and land grants. Use of donations, non-accumulation of wealth. Chishti Sufis accepted donation in cash and kind, but they did not store wealth. Donations were used immediately for food, clothing, living arrangements, samas, gatherings. Growth of moral authority. The lifestyle increased their, this kind of a lifestyle increased their moral authority, meaning respect earned through ethical conduct. People admired their Piety, religious devotion. Thus, they became popular among all sections of society. Sufi and political legitimacy. Why kings needed Sufi? Rulers wanted public support. Since people respected Sufis, kings sought their blessings. This gave them legitimacy. What is legitimacy? Meaning justification of authority. Now, Sufi was Ulama. Ulama is the Islamic scholars. They wanted strict implementation of Sharia, meaning Islamic law. But rulers feared strict laws might upset non-Muslim subjects, so they preferred Sufis. Sufis claimed authority directly from God. They were not dependent on jurists, meaning expert in religious law. Now, belief in intercession. People believed Aulia. Aulia could intercede. What is Aulia? Aulia are the saints. And what is intercede? Intercede is act as a mediator. So kings built tombs near Sufi shrines. Conflict between Sufi and sultans, ritual authority and tension. Sometimes conflict arose, but rulers and Sufis expected acts like prostration, kissing of feet. Nizamuddin Aulia was called Sultan ul Mashayikh. Sultan ul Mashayikh meaning Sultan among Sultan Sufi masters. This shows how powerful Sufis had become. So that is the end of 7.4. So we will just have a quick recap on 7.4. Chishtis kept distance from power. They accepted donations but did not accumulate wealth. Their moral authority made them important for rulers. Relation with the state were cooperative but sometimes tense. I've given you 8-mark questions, board-based questions for the topic 7.3 and 7.4. I would request you to revise the video thoroughly and try to answer these questions. We have come to the end of this video, and I will see you in the next video with Unit 8 and 9. Thank you.